The echo of purpose, why we seek meaning across ages. Since the dawn of human awareness, one question has followed us like a shadow: why are we here? Across deserts and forests, on mountaintops and in cities of stone, people have lifted their eyes to the sky and asked about meaning. Purpose has echoed through every age of our history, taking on many shapes, yet always pointing toward the same restless curiosity at the heart of being human. We seek meaning because survival alone has never been enough. A full stomach and shelter from the storm keep the body alive, but the soul hungers for something more, something to guide, to inspire, to connect. In the earliest tribes, purpose was simple, yet sacred. It lived in the hunt, in the fire circle, in the rhythm of drums that carried prayers upward. The meaning of life was woven into the survival of the group. To feed the clan, to protect the children, to honor the ancestors, these were not just duties, but holy callings. The story of the tribe gave purpose to every heartbeat, and no one stood apart from it. Then, as civilizations rose, purpose grew more complex. In the temples of Egypt, the chants of priests told people they were part of a cosmic order, their lives echoing the movements of the stars. In Greece, philosophers gathered to debate virtue, reason, and the good life. They asked if purpose was found in truth, in beauty, or in justice. In India, sages meditated in forests, whispering that purpose was not in the world outside, but in union with the eternal self within. And in China, scholars pointed to harmony, the idea that the purpose of life is not to conquer, but to align with the Tao, the flowing way of the universe. Every culture, every era, has sung its version of this song. The echoes change, but they never disappear. And yet, the closer we look, the more we see that purpose is not a single answer handed down from the sky. It is a conversation between humanity and time. We define it as much as it defines us. In the Middle Ages, meaning was bound to faith and destiny. Life was seen as a test, with eternal purpose waiting beyond the veil of death. The Renaissance then burst open a new horizon, teaching that purpose could also be found in art, discovery, and human genius. And when the scientific revolution came, people began to ask, is purpose built into the cosmos, or do we create it ourselves? The echo grew louder, more complicated, yet it was the same question beating like a drum through the centuries. Today, in a world of technology and speed, the question of purpose has not vanished. If anything, it has become sharper. We live longer, travel faster, and hold the knowledge of centuries in the palms of our hands, but many feel emptier than ever before. Depression, burnout, and loneliness reveal a hunger that comfort and convenience cannot satisfy. Once again, we hear the echo, why are we here? Some search for purpose in careers, chasing titles and achievements, believing that meaning will come at the finish line. Others look for it in relationships, in family, in the bonds that tether us to one another. Some turn inward, through meditation, therapy, or art, hoping that by diving deep they might uncover the spark of destiny that waits within. Still others embrace the possibility that there is no universal purpose at all, that meaning is a story we create moment by moment, and that freedom itself is the gift. Perhaps that is why the echo of purpose has never stopped. Because the question itself is part of our humanity. It drives us to build, to explore, to sing, to write, to reach for the stars. Even when answers change, the seeking continues. The meaning of life may not be a final truth to be discovered, but an evolving dance between who we are and who we long to become. Think about this: when you look back on your life, the moments that feel most meaningful are rarely about perfection or control. They are about connection. A shared laugh. A hand held in grief. A spark of inspiration when something larger than yourself seemed to whisper through you. These flashes remind us that purpose is not only found in grand answers, but in lived moments that echo with truth. And so, the journey continues. From the first fire circles to the glowing screens of today, we are still listening for the echo of purpose. It asks us not only to survive, but to live. To find meaning in our work, our love, our struggles, and our dreams. To remember that the search itself is sacred. Maybe the purpose of life is not a destination, but the very act of seeking meaning. And maybe the echo we hear across ages is our own voice, calling back through time, reminding us that to be human is to ask, to seek, and to create purpose anew with every breath we take.